Hello beautiful people of the world. Today I'm coming at you with another video, and this one is gonna be Kmart secrets that the employees do not want you to know. Australians are obsessed with Kmart. If you guys are watching over in the US, Kmart is basically exactly the same as Walmart. It's a department store. I worked there from the age of 15 to the age of 19, so 16, 17, 18, 19. I worked there for 4 years. Let me give you a disclaimer as well. This isn't talking about the whole of Kmart. This is just one experience that I had in the store that I worked at. These are just my experiences, okay? Okay. Number one, most employees do not care about their job, surprisingly enough. When you go to return something, most of the time they're just gonna return it for you. You might not even have to have the receipt. You might have bought it a year ago. A lot of the times, if it looks like it's intact, workers just can't be bothered with the confrontation, especially during the Christmas period, to really give a crap. They just do it anyways if the manager isn't there. Number two, the hierarchy of the Kmart workers includes a state manager, and then there's a regional manager that takes care of a handful of Kmarts in the area, and then there's a store manager. Now the store manager actually runs the store, and he's there, he or she is there like basically every single day. It's a full-time position, doing stuff, checking up on things. In my experience, the store manager doesn't really do anything at all. They just use their power. A lot of people in Kmart, when I worked there, really were high on the power. Like, they loved it. Doesn't matter that they were working in a store. They loved that thrill of bossing around teenagers, making them do whatever they wanted, even though it did not really make any sense for the business. So then below the store manager are the managers. Now there's different type of managers. A manager for apparel. Below that are team leaders. Team leaders are basically the people that teach the new workers what to do, count all the money, make sure to open and close the store. And then there are just the workers, the Kmart employees, and this can go from full-time, part-time, and casual, just like a normal job. But what Kmart does, now this is the tea, is that they employ literally like 14 years and 9 months is like the legal age in Australia to work, or at least in my state. And that is, of course, as a casual rate, the cheapest you could pay someone. So it's basically child labor, but you know what's new in Australia? It's great for you as a 15-year-old, as a 16-year-old, you know? But as you turn older, they cut your shifts because you're more expensive for the store. If you see a lot of like teenagers working at Kmart, it's because they have been paid basically like $13 an hour. Like, that affects the quality of the store in itself. A sneaky ass tip, a lot of the times, if you go up to teenagers working there, or like 18, 19-year-olds that are like so done with retail and are like, they're not giving me any shifts, I don't care anymore, those are even better. You can get hefty discounts. If you see something, if you see a clothing item that's like has makeup on it, feel free to go up to the registers and ask them for a discount. A lot of the times, some managers, I mean, you're gonna have to be lucky, but there are a lot of managers that just do not care like that much about service, especially if it's really busy or late towards the night. They are gonna be like less inclined to care. There are security cameras that are dummy security cameras that are not security cameras. Kmart does not want to spend so much money on security cameras, especially around a huge freaking ass store. So they install dummy security cameras in different areas. I know, especially in the one that I worked at, it was in toys. Not everyone has access to this, but try to befriend someone that works in Kmart. Or if you don't have someone that works in Kmart, you can definitely keep on going into the store and checking, because a lot of things always change price. If it's something that's not on the catalog and you've seen it around for a really long time, especially with clothes, dude, they go on sale. Especially the clothes go on sale for like $1. There was a time where every single book got put down to 20 cents. I'm not kidding you. I bought like 20 books. So you could definitely go into Kmart if you're into flipping. Go into books, go into clothes, and go into makeup. Make yourself familiar to barcodes. Say there's like 2 different appliances, but it's like exactly the same thing. And then if you look at the barcode, it's at the very end, it's like 4, and then it's like 5 on another one, but it's exactly the same. And they're the same price. The one that has the 4 should be cheaper, because sometimes they don't update the prices like on the PDT or on the systems. So definitely check on the barcodes and make sure to check online as well for whatever it is you're buying and be like, is this the same model or is it a bit different? Do not listen to people that work in electronics. They do not know anything. Especially not on the weekends or weekdays after 5 p.m. If you're trying to ask a complicated question or something that requires a worker to go the extra mile for you, definitely go on a weekday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. That block of time is golden. It's golden Kmart time. Either full-time as work, the people that are full-time usually have been working there for years, or it's casuals that are trying to go on to full-time. But especially for electronics, if you want to find something about mobile phones, if you don't want anyone to hassle you, go after 5 p.m. It is like dead and like no one goes there. But if you need actual help, like okay, I worked in the electronics and they do not train you. Kmart does not train you for anything. So unless the person has been allocated onto electronics for like 2 years of their life and they've worked full-time or part-time and they've like actually sat down and read every single thing because they're bored, like no one knows. The worker knows just as much as you do. And like the amount of times, every single time I worked at Kmart, I would get a customer come up to me and be like, hey, so what are the features of this? And I would literally read the box for them. If you have a worker read the box for you, fucking run and come back on a weekday. Stock take. There's 2 ways this can go about. If you are asking for electronics, you will probably be very lucky and everything will be at the back of the store. Kmart workers can find electronics much faster. We have this tiny little room that we go at the back and there's like a couple of things and they're very strategically placed and you can find it super easily. Like if you go into the customer service section where it says electronics as well, like they have stuff behind them, like they have these like shelves and they have like thousands of games that you don't see. If you're trying to buy anything other than electronics, it's a complete different story. You may have heard the meme of when you walk up to a worker and ask them, do you have this in stock? They say, let me just check, and they smile at your face and they go out the back to stock and they whip out their phone for 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes and they just scroll their Facebook. That is very real, very true in the Kmart that I worked at. That was part 1 of Kmart secrets that the Kmart employees do not want you to know. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, guys, and make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Tell me how your Kmart is different. If you have worked there, tell me your experiences. Let me know down below if I should make a part 2. And I will definitely be making a H&M secrets that H&M employees do not want you to know as well. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.